What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show. Start showing once you get in here. Just let me know if you can hear me, if everything looks okay. I'll grab my phone, my trusty phone. Oh, you know what? Let me also tweet out that I am live because I haven't done that. I haven't been doing that anyway. So let me go to my channel. Let me find that live stream. There we go. Copy link to address. I'm live on YouTube. Come hang out in video chat with me. Ooh, typo. Oh, damn, I don't have a good picture. Whatever. Let me also put that on. Are you guys in here yet? All right, we got a couple people in perspective. What's up? I've got Phil, PJ Davis, Noe. What's up, bruh? What's up, Greg? I already said hi, Phil. Noe again, showing love from Cali. Same here, dude. MacGyver's in here. Someone, in case the show breaks down, MacGyver's going to fix it. Joseph Mweni. What's up? Jalen, famous official. Yo. Tech Odyssey, you're up entirely too late. Not really. It's only 11 here. I think it's 1 where you are. I'm always here. So if you guys want to come on, put the link in the chat. You can come out and chat with me till your hearts are content. I always like having guests on. Sent it out. The link's right in the chat. All you got to do is click on that link, and you can do it from any device. I say it all the time. You can do it from your computer, your tablet, your phone, anything that has internet connection. I'll put this on Facebook too. Facebook. Even though no one's probably going to see it till tomorrow, I'll still put it there. Come talk and chat. Come talk live with me. Video chat on my YouTube channel. Do it? Wait, that's not the right link. Dang. Copy link to address. Here we go. How do I remove this? Dang. How do I remove this? Crap. Hate Facebook. I don't hate Facebook, but I hate Facebook. I'm going to have to refresh this damn page. Is there someone waiting up? Okay. One sec, guys. I'm almost with you. I'm just putting this on my Facebook. Here we go. I think this is good. Yeah, this is good. Good. So tonight, what I'd like to talk about is, I put out so many videos every single day and week that if you guys want to talk about anything that I've been talking about recently, have it be like today, I talked about the Note 20 phone, Galaxy Z Flip, the launch near that it's going to be launched and released within the next few months. The iPhone 13, which has a completely modern new look with USB-C at the bottom. The Snapdragon 875 phones due to have in-display cameras, meaning nothing on the display, just all display and everything's underneath it. Or the new Verizon Galaxy S20 where the specs are kind of low. Maybe you're talking about deals. There's a good deal going on for the Note 10, Note 10 Plus for the free Galaxy Watch 2. Or maybe you have a tech question. Talk about that again. All that stuff. The link is right in the chat. But yeah, what are you guys doing tonight? What's everyone up to? I'm also streaming on Twitch. If you want to watch on Twitch as well. My Twitch name is a little bit different. I'll put it in the chat there. If you want to go over to Twitch, it's Greggles TV Tech. Give me a follow on that. All right, let's see. So Mr. Jojo doesn't like Facebook. Good. I don't hate it, like I said, but it's I don't go on it as much as I used to. MacGyver bought a Galaxy Tab. I bought the Galaxy Tab S6 at Walmart for $629 and got a case dock and screen protector for another $100 on Amazon. Nice. How do you like the tablet so far? I had mixed reviews with it just because I didn't like the battery life. It was getting really bad battery life, and I didn't like the screen, the keyboard thing. It kept falling off. I wish they used magnets rather than adhesive. Zach Black, I am on early, dude. I know. I was editing a video for my son's, well, I guess it's my Greggle's World for that page. So I was editing a video on that, and I haven't finished it yet. I'm not feeling motivated with it. I don't know why. So I was like, I'm going to go live. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, MacGyver. Perspective Tech. What are you most interested in from the leaked Unpacked event coming up? Galaxy. As long as I would assume they're going to launch it at the same time. That would be the Galaxy Fold 2. That's what I'm most interested in for sure. I think that's the most exciting device they have coming out. I'll put your questions on here so you guys can see. Jaylene, famous official. I'm waiting for the Galaxy S21 with that under display camera. Yeah, I mean, that's when I think they'll end up doing it, if they do it at all. Otherwise, they'll definitely have it by the S22, you would think. Mark Andrew Lamugdine. Did I say your name right? Hey, Greg, when do you think the Note 20 will come out? I think it'll come out the end of August, early September. Hey, Sung Ho, good to see you, brother. You came on the chat last time. If you guys want, oh, I have someone right here. Sorry, Ted. I didn't even see you, dude. Are you there?
Hey, how are you doing?
It's weird. It's a little delayed. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing. Talk to me. Just say a word.
Word.
That's better. And when you were laughing, well, let me take off Sung Ho's name.
Oh, yeah. I was laughing. I was sitting there. I was like, well, one day he's going to click the little box.
I know. Sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. What's going on, man?
Oh, dude. I saw your thing going on. So I was like, I'll hop on for a few minutes.
Yeah. It's late where you are, right?
Yeah. It's 1 o'clock. I'm usually up till about 2:30. So I was just sitting there playing on my phone, watching some Frasier. I was like, I'll go say hi for a few minutes.
Well, what do you have coming up on your channel?
So I've got an unboxing video coming out in the morning for the TCL 10L, and then this morning I did an unboxing and first impressions with the new Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite that I picked up.
Oh, how do you like that?
Yeah, I do like it. It's definitely not as powerful or as fantastic as the S6, but you're talking about half the price. It's really geared more towards just being a tablet as opposed to being like a laptop replacement and a tablet. The S Pen that's with it, I mean, it still works nice. The specs are, of course, downgraded, but for $350, I think it competes fairly well with the lower price normal iPad.
That's good. Yeah, I want to upgrade my son's Galaxy Tab S4, but because the battery I feel like the battery's life's not that good, and he likes to watch video. He just watches videos, so it doesn't need anything crazy. But I still want it to look good for him because he's probably used to the AMOLED display, and it's fairly fast. It's like the performance is fine, but I just want him. I would like something with a newer battery. But the Tab S6 Lite still has an LCD display, right? And I think it's even slower than the Tab S4. I think, right?
It's got the Exynos processor in it. I don't know what the benchmarks are versus that and the older version. The S5e might be a decent option. I know that it got some pretty good marks on it, and it's definitely not as expensive as the S6 yet. The problem is there's just not a whole lot in the Android tablet world. So
no, like nothing.
No,
especially in America, like good solid tablets. Like you can get the Fire tablets, which you can get Samsung ones.
Yeah, they're good for the void that they fill, and they're great for the price that you pay. They've got all that wonderful access to all the Amazon stuff, but it's just such a closed operating system, and so they're good for what they are. I don't want to knock them. It's just not for me.
So let's take a question while you're here. Phil Davis is saying, we'll both answer it. What do you think of the Fold 2 not having the S Pen? That's the latest rumor. That I got an inside scoop that the Galaxy Fold 2 is not going to have the S Pen. Is that a device you were going to buy, first of all? And then if you were, is it because of the S Pen?
Well, one, no, I was not going to buy it. I just bought the original Fold here about 4 or 5 months ago and totally love it. It's a great device. There's really no need for me to get the Fold 2. And also, I'm not really much of a stylus person, so them not having the S Pen with it or without would not be a selling point for me.
Yeah, I said I already answered this question in my video when I was talking about. To me, I don't care about the S Pen. I never use it,
No.
but I am interested in the Fold 2. Still, I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy it, and it not having the S Pen is not a big deal. Jalen, hi. Let's see. Let's take another question. Me too. If we're running.
Yeah, if I didn't have the original Fold already and had not just got it like 4 or 5 months ago, I would
Yeah.
probably go ahead and get it.
Do you use the Fold on a regular basis or not really?
I do. I haven't the last 3 or 4 weeks just because I've gone through like 5 devices. Like May has just been incredibly crazy busy for me with devices. So normally it's my primary phone. But with the iPhone SE coming out,
water.
and then the TCL 10 Pro coming out, and then I got the Unihertz Titan, and now I've got the TCL 10L. I got the LG V60. So it's been sitting on the back burner for right now, but it's fixing to work its way back into my daily inventory.
Yeah, you do a lot of videos, different devices. That's what's I think that's what, obviously, not only because you make good content, but it helps. It's such a wide variety of phones and stuff that it's good for growth for your channel. Like you've been growing like crazy.
And right now, I'm using the Note 10 Lite, and I actually really like this phone. This Aura Glow with the red color is
yeah.
super awesome.
Yeah, I played with that phone. Did you go to? Yeah, you went to CS. I met you there. Did you play with the phone at the Samsung booth? I got a chance to play with it for a little bit. It seemed okay.
I did, and that's what made me want it so much. You know, it's made out of this plastic material. You know, with like the glass and plastic infused together. So it's still kind of sturdy, but it's not metal. So it's not as expensive and as heavy. But yeah, I saw it while I was there. I fell in love with it and the color. So I actually bought this one myself because I wanted to play with it. So I've been using it for the last about 4 or 5 days.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I probably won't pick it up, but Albert Paris Dillon is saying, why won't the Note 20 Ultra have a 7.0 screen instead of 6.9? I was actually surprised by that too, that the rumors that it's going to have a 6.87 screen, meaning it's going to be slightly smaller than what you get with the S20 Ultra, which is, I think, just a flat 6.9. I was surprised that they're not making it bigger this time. Does that kind of surprise you?
I would have thought that maybe they really need to make a move with their phone stuff. I know the S20 line got hurt pretty bad, especially with all the stuff that went down with the economy at the time that the phone launched. So I think that hurt it a lot. But with what iPhone has done with the SE and then with the 11, I really feel like they need to do something to make a statement with this phone. And if they went to a 7-inch screen, that would have, I mean, even though it's just a little bit larger, just saying it's 7.
Just saying 7, is like a huge thing.
Oh, yeah, totally. So, I mean, I'm not sure what their strategy is with it. I'm interested to see the pricing, how it holds up, also the trade-in stuff, because I have my S20 Ultra right here, which is a fantastic phone other than the 108 megapixel camera.
Wait, you don't like water paintings?
I feel like it's a little gimmicky, but the phone itself is solid from the ground up. Yeah.
All right. This isn't a question, but we're going to answer it in the question form. He's saying his son is too young for a Galaxy Tab S6. I'm going to reverse it a little bit. What do you think is a good tablet for a kid?
What do I think is a good tablet for a kid?
Yeah. I'll answer. I think I would just get him an iPad 10.2. I think that's what
I would get. Yeah.
It's like what, $300?
The 2019 iPad is $250 right now. I mean, there's just nothing on the market that competes with that longevity. It's just a complete tablet, and it's simple and easy to use. And that's what I would recommend.
Yeah. Do you have to go, or am I bothering you with all these questions?
No. You can ask the way I was going to
tell me.
I didn't want to steal your show.
No, it's fun when we can get people on to talk. So Media Boy 4, with the Note 20 50 times zoom, because it's rumored to have 50 times zoom on the Note 20 Plus or Note 20 Ultra, whatever they call it. Do you think that the S20 with 100x will be a collectible, or do you think that they're going to bring it back when they improve the hardware and software?
I don't think that it matters that much. I think that a 50 times zoom is about as useful as a 100 times zoom. It's a novelty item. It's not something that people really use all that much. I mean, the 100 times zoom was cool when I first got it. I mean, I zoomed across downtown Houston and looked at a guy on a scaffold cleaning a window. I mean, I was like, man, this is pretty cool. Yeah. And I haven't really used it since then. So
I know.
I think don't charge more money for it, but if you throw it in there as like a gift bag accessory that comes along with the phone, that just makes
this thing crashed. Yeah.
It's nicety, but it's not something they should charge extra money for.
Yeah, it's let me just open up that app. It's weird that I think that with the 50x zoom, I actually think it's going to look a lot better than the 100x zoom, because like when you do the when you do the lot when you do a like a I think at least 30x looks really good
Oh yeah.
with the S20 Ultra. I'm trying to think if 50 looks good. 50 looks okay, so I have high hopes for it. Actually, I don't think it'll be as gimmicky as the 100x zoom.
No, and as long as they don't try and make it a big selling point. I mean, if that can't be what sells people with this phone. Now, if they have a more refined 120 hertz that they've got going for it, um, really, I think people are just kind of not really enamored with, oh, it has 12 gigabytes of RAM or whatever.
Yeah.
It's stuff that people don't see. They need to find a new tangible. So if they could find a way, like moving forward next year, to get that under the screen camera, that's the selling point for me.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I agree with you.
But yeah,
especially with I think iPhone, I feel like needs that almost more than anybody with that. I mean, the notch, honestly, when I use the iPhone 11, I don't get bothered by the notch that much, but it's just something. Their notch looks huge and humongous compared to everybody else's who uses on display camera technology now.
I think people give it a little bit more of a pass, and truly, I don't mind because it works so well. I don't like the facial scanning that they have in the Samsung phones. It's not as secure, it's not as effective, it's not as fast. I'm okay with the fact that the Face ID sensors are now. But if you look at what people were saying about it when the original iPhone 10 came out versus what people are saying about it now, it's a completely different narrative.
Yeah. Harmless Carl, thank you so much for the super chat. Very kind of you. Harmless Carl actually makes cases. He makes the I'm drawing a blank right now. He
makes Snail and Armadillo Tech.
Yeah, Snail and Armadillo Tech. Very
he's
cool
got a wallet coming out here soon too.
Oh, is it going to be under one of those brands?
I don't know. I just saw that he shared some stuff on Twitter today saying that it's coming soon, and I'd seen some other stuff that he did with it. But he does have a wallet coming soon.
That's cool. Zach, I do see you in the chat. When I'm done with Tech Odyssey, I'll bring you on. Let me see if we got any other questions in here. Oh, here we go. Sung Ho Kim. This guy. Sung Ho, how old are you? I know he's not over 18, but he's from Korea, young guy. Mm-hmm. He's saying, how do you think about what do you think of the color of the Galaxy phones this year? I think they're uninspiring, to be honest with you. They're not that, especially I think they're just boring. But at the same time, I always have a case, and it's like I can't even see the color anyway most of the time, so it's not that big a deal. But I think the Note 10, Note 10 Plus, those are like the coolest colors looking phones, I think, color wise, that they released recently. What do you like the colors for the S20 and the Note 20 that are coming out? Because Note 20 is not rumored to have anything crazy.
I like the word that you use there with regard to the colors as being uninspiring, because it's mostly the way I felt with the Samsung colors since like the Galaxy S9.
Yeah.
They used to have some really cool colors, like looking back to like the S6, they had those onyx colors, like the onyx blue, the pearl white. They had some really, really good looking colors. And then now it's like, here, you can have this black one or you can have this gray one.
Yeah.
And
it's like, I don't know, they're super boring.
Here, I'll go ahead and take my case off real quick. I always have some sort of a case.
Whoa, what case? Just kidding.
But yeah, so like the gray color, I didn't like it as much at first, but it's really grown on me. I mean, I do like it. It's one of those ones that it's kind of matured with my interest over time. See, yeah, I like the way that it looks now, but what I really like is this red color. If they could just put this in an American phone and I didn't have to wait and buy an international model 4 months later, I would. I don't know why they come out with the bland colors.
Did you see the BTS version?
BTS version?
BTS is like a Korean pop band. So they're coming out with an S20 Plus, and it's like purple, and it's an S20 Plus, and it's purple. It looks awesome. And they're coming out with purple. It comes along with purple and black Galaxy.
Yeah, this one looks very much like the Z Flip with the purple color that they have on there.
Yeah.
And I have I have a certain soft spot in my heart for the color purple. Like I love the orchid gray color that they had on the S8. Totally love that color. So yeah, I'm totally I'm on board with that. The thing with Samsung is they play it safe and they make these kind of bland colors when they first come out, but then 2 or 3 months later, they'll come out with another model.
I know. I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, remember like the Best
that.
Buy exclusive blue that they had, and then the red one.
They always do that. They'll come up with like 3 colors, 2 colors, but then like when the phone's not selling as well, or they want to amp up the sales again, they come out with a better new color. Same thing with the buds. Now the buds have red, and they have what other colors do they?
They have yellow,
blue. They came out with light blue and all kinds of crap. Let's go to this. Go ahead.
Yeah, the one that killed me the most was they had that copper color. You remember the copper color with like the Note 9?
They're coming out with it again for the Note line.
I like it, but I was kicking myself because after I bought it, and then it came out the international model like a couple months later. So Samsung always gets me with that. But I'll go ahead and let you move on to the rest of your guests. I don't want to take up any more of your time here, but totally fun. Thanks for having me on. Maybe I'll make an appearance again next week.
All right, man. I appreciate it. I'll try to go on earlier so you can have
No. I'm always up late. I was just
all right, dude. We'll see you.
All right, man. Later.
All right, later. Do you want me to kick you, or are you jumping?
I'm leaving. I'll leave on my own. Later, man.
No problem. All right, Purvish Sharma. Thanks for Tech Odyssey. First of all, if you want to follow him, he has a YouTube channel. Look him up, Tech Odyssey. Purvish Sharma says, "Hey, Greggles, what?" I'll bring you on in a second, Zach. Purvish Sharma saying, "Hey, Greggles, what do you think about Samsung's policy of giving only 2 major OS updates to flagships?" Well, I don't think it's that big a deal because they do have a lot of customized software put into their phone, and it already sometimes is ahead in terms of like things and features that it has versus like Pixel phones. I don't think it's that big a deal. And for someone like me, and I think most of you guys upgrade your phones fairly often anyway, so it doesn't really affect you guys, I feel like. Let me see before I go into the other stuff. Now you're becoming a night owl. Yep. Tech for your needs. I am becoming a night owl. Thanks for Harmless Carl for all the banter in there. Let's see. Okay, we got. Oh, he's 13. Sungho. Sungho is 13. Very cool. Mr. Joe to go. Thanks so much. Thanks for everyday vids. I appreciate the super chat. I super appreciate it. I super appreciate your super chat. All right. Let's bring on the man. What's going on, dude? This is like
what's up?
I feel like you're my best friend now. Let me see if I have any other questions.
I actually really enjoy these live videos.
Yeah, I know. It's fun to do. I hadn't done them in years, and it's fun to go back to it. I really like this app, this StreamYard app, because it's so easy to just wait, let me take that $5 thing off. It's so easy to bring someone else on and talk. Like, and the cool thing is you guys don't have to download an app. You just literally click on the link, and you guys can jump on. Sungho, let me see if we have any other questions before I dive in with you. We'll bring those on the phones. Okay, and good morning, asked Tom. So what's going on with you, dude? Zach?
Dude, nothing much, honestly, dude.
Nothing?
I've been bored today.
What did you end up? You didn't do anything today?
I bought stuff for tomorrow. Tomorrow's my wife's birthday, so
oh, nice.
It's gonna be fun.
She's a little bit older than you, right?
No, no, she's younger than me.
She's younger.
She's gonna be 20.
Okay. 20. I can't believe, man. I was. Wait, how old are you? 20? I forget. How old
21.
Yeah, dude. I'm 40 now. So I was 20 in 2000. Yeah, 2000. It's crazy. You weren't even born. Were you even? Yeah, you barely. Were you 99?
I was born 99. Yeah.
No, that's crazy. That's freaking crazy. Like I can't. It's nutty. But anyway, so what's let's think about some stuff. So is there anything that's been in the news that you saw tech-wise that kind of got you inspired or thought about stuff, or maybe changed your mind on buying something or anything like that?
No, I just seen a lot of stuff about the in-display camera tech for next year and stuff. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be.
It is cool. Yeah. The only thing is, I mean, it is cool. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I guess I'll ask you this: does where the camera is now on whatever phone you're using, a lot of the phones have it like this one has in the top and the middle.
Yeah,
that's what I have top left up. Does that bother you at all?
Honestly, no. It doesn't really get in the way of me.
Not at all. It's crazy.
Like when I switched to my wife's phone, though, she has the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The notch gets in the way a little bit for me at first.
Yeah,
but
you get used to it
because I'm so used to the dot instead of the notch.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I had that phone, I would get used to it.
It's going to be nice, I guess, if they don't have to, when you like, I want to get to the point where like, because the screens are like what, 21:9 aspect ratio or 19:9, something weird. I just hate it that when you watch a YouTube video, you still get like, you don't get the full, you can enhance it, but then it cuts off the top or the side. I hate that part. I wish the phones kind of would go back to that aspect ratio like they were before. Let's see. So Eddie says Samsung is, let's see, is he saying Samsung UI has actually improved a lot in the last couple of years. My phone doesn't slow down anymore and is snappy after 1 year. I agree with him. I don't know about you, how long you've been a Samsung user, but
I've been a Samsung user a while, and that is so true.
Yeah, ever since I got a Samsung phone, one of the things I hated was it would slow down all the time. It kind of started to work a lot better, I feel like, around the Note 8. And then the Note 9 got better, and then the Note 10 was amazing. And then this is the best it's ever been with the S20 Ultra. This is definitely this competes with any phone I've ever, like snappy wise. It just feels like one of the most snappy phones I've ever used.
Well, that could be the 120 hertz for you, but
yeah, it could be. You're right. Let's see.
So do you use the 120 hertz, or do you still?
I do. Yeah. I was a little turned off that it was only in 1080p plus, but
yeah,
at the end of the day, you really can't
look the
tell.
Same. They look the same.
The screen's as
just for us techies.
Yeah, as big as the phone screen is, it's really not that big. Maybe if it was on like a huge TV, you'd really notice a difference. But I mean, other than that, it's not really noticeable. If they can make a clear phone, then they can see the chip inside. That would be nice. Wait, what? What does he mean by that?
I think he means like the back of the phone be clear.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
I'd do that. Cool. I know they make skins like for the phones that you can put on that do that.
Can you imagine a phone though making a clear back though, like one of the Samsung phones? That would be cool. Lit.
David Scott, do you think the Galaxy Watch 2 will have ECG and more competitive features to go against Apple Watch Series 6? I think it does have ECG is the heart thing, right? If you have let me see. I can't remember.
I think so.
That's the electrocardiogram.
I'm looking forward to that watch though.
Yeah, I have
Samsung watch.
I have one. I don't even know where it is right now. It's right here. I never use it, man. Where is my? I have the active one, the active 2, and I never use it. I want to sell it. If anyone wants to buy it, let me know. I don't want to sell it for too cheap, but let me know. Reach out to me. I am willing to sell it. What's up, Solstice Man Share? Oh, he doesn't care about this. 40s is the new 30s. I don't know if
there you go. There you go.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel okay though. Physically, I'm okay. Sometimes I'll wake up, I'm pretty tight. You probably don't get like that yet, but
I'm pretty old looking for
21. Yeah, you are. Yeah. I wouldn't like when we first talked, I didn't think you were 21. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
In-display camera quality is going to be key. If the quality for selfies are no good, then people will cancel these types of phones. I can't imagine they're going to release a phone. Do you think that has a bad selfie camera just because it's underneath the display? Do you think?
No, I don't think Samsung would do that. Not even iPhone or any of them would do that. Try to. Maybe like the lower end phones, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to do it to their flagships and not have it be as good quality as the ones they have now,
right?
Or if not better.
Exactly. I think it's going to be. I would think it's going to look better, or I mean, better or exactly the same at the very least. What else we got in here? Hayes.
So would you think this year's like Samsung phones is like more of a flop than last year? Like last year they had the S10 Plus and the Note 10 Plus. Those phones, I guess, were like different and it changed things with the hole punch and just. I feel like it changed a whole new vibe to the phones with the 3 cameras and stuff.
Did you say? Do I think this year's phones are a letdown? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't think the S. I think the Note 20 is going to come off as the letdown, to be honest with you. I think that one's going to be, I don't know, because I really feel like
I like the look of the camera.
Yeah, I think the S20 is a really nice phone. It's just that once I don't know, which they probably won't, but the autofocusing is really the only thing that truly bothers me about the phone. Everything else I pretty much like. You have a question in here from Ask Tom. saying, "Hey Zach, where are you at, man? Interrogation room."
No, I'm actually in my really makeshift YouTube studio, so with the light on. I have really bad lighting in my house.
All right, here we go. Here's another one. What Eddie Sanchez? What do you guys think about the 21:9 aspect ratio phones like the new Sony Xperia 1 Mark II? On paper is fully on steroids. Plus on this device, which one? I saw that phone in person. I saw oh god, I can't think his name. Max Weinbeck, who I use his stories a lot. I saw his at the last Samsung event for the Note 10 in New York. He had the phone. I didn't hold her at anything, so I don't really have an opinion on it too much. It's just long and tall. It's like extra long and tall. How would you feel about a phone that's a little bit longer and taller than what you have now?
Honestly, I think it might be just a little too big for the longness. Like my phone, Note 10's already pretty long.
Yeah, I agree. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it to be long. What's going on?
Like the perfect size.
Yeah. It's a good. I like the S20 size, S20 Ultra. I mean, Tech Extra. Hi, what's going on? I have a skin of a picture of what it looks like inside a phone. Yeah, Mr. Jojo, I've seen that. He's talking about the inside of the phone. Where, Darshan Shah. Are there any leaked Geekbench 5 scores of the Exynos 992? Not that I have seen, but if you Google it, maybe there is one. I haven't personally seen one though. Only device with 4K. I'll be 48 in September. Who's 48? Where is that? I lost it now. Dang. Where do you write that? Oh, 48 in September. Been online since 92. That's a good question, actually. So, MacGyver, happy birthday in September. But the first time I used a computer online was, it was either 1995 or 1996. America Online is what I had. What about you? Do you remember the very first kind of online experience you had and how old you were? What year it was?
Honestly, I think I was at the end of like our school having like those really boxy computers. So like we had those, but that was like I was young. So
yeah, I know. But like, did you have like I don't know, tablets weren't out until what 2010?
No, we didn't have tablets or nothing. I still, when I was a kid and stuff, we didn't even have iPods. I don't think. Like
yeah, you did.
We had iPods, but not like
they came. It
wasn't popular for iPod Touches. I mean, like. Where I am, it wasn't like popular.
I got my first iPod and regular iPod. I got my first one in 2001 or 2. I think it's 2001.
Yeah, like the ones with the wheel things on them.
Yeah.
Like the little nano ones.
You're talking about the
like
regular touch ones. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
We had those, but I'm talking about touch. Those were pretty cool when it came out and stuff.
No worry, Mr. Jojo, to go. That's cool. I forget awesome. What city are you in? Or I guess they call it city in Canada. What did I click? Oh, here Quan Morris is saying, I really think the Fold 2 Lite will be a hot ticket, especially if the price will be around $11.99. Do you think it will really be that price? No, I don't think it will be that price. I think the Fold 2 Lite. Yeah. Maybe. But I don't.
I think it might be a little bit more expensive, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too. I think ultimately that Fold 2 Lite, the cheap version of it, is probably going to be at $12.99, but I really think it is going to be $13.99 at that point. I also think that the regular Fold 2, the nice one, I think that one will be about $1,700.
Now the Fold 2 Lite, is that going to be the one with like the front screen besides that one strip?
Yeah, it's just going to have the Fold 2 Lite is going to have a very similar design to the Fold 1. The Fold 2 is supposed to just have a little camera punch hole like we have with the S20 phones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah. Click off that. What do you think is what is this? Charles Owens, what do you think about doing away with the camera altogether? Instead, the manufacturers make an add-on with the lens, which could be better quality than a Phi 1 camera lens, and of course the phone. It sounds good in theory, but if you think about people, they're not gonna buy a phone that doesn't have a camera lens. It just wouldn't sell. And even if it was easy to buy and easy to put on, I still don't think people would buy. People don't like buying accessories like that, no matter what it is. If it's a game console,
unless the accessories came with it, maybe that might be.
Yeah, I just think it'd be kind of weird. Maybe the first. Let's see. It would never get.
I honestly think the Note 20 Plus, though, the back camera module and stuff, looks a lot more clean than the S20 Ultra. Like the rings around it, I think look awesome.
It looks cool, yeah. But
Just
I mean, it will be. It
performance
should
now.
be a better. It should be a better phone ultimately, like ever so slightly than the S20 phones. But 1 sec, I'm just typing up. Yeah. Okay, we got a question. Hey, Greggles, if there was one thing that would bring you back or add something to Samsung's flagships, what would it be? Well, I haven't laughed because I have a S20, so nothing would bring me back. I don't know. So I don't know if I don't know. I haven't left, so I can't really answer that question. I like Samsung phones.
In like 15 minutes, so.
Did you want me? Are you okay?
Oh, no, I'm good. Sorry, my wife was talking to me for a minute.
I don't want you to get yelled at.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. I honestly think, though, the only thing that can make me leave Samsung is if, like, Apple came more open with, like, their layout instead of being so simple and having everything the same, like all opening it up more so you could change it,
Yeah, I'm with you. Alejandro Sandoval, what do you think of Samsung Bean looking earphones?
Ooh.
So those are the new, I don't know if you've seen those. Those are the next
Bean
generation
ones.
earbuds. I think they look interesting. I like that Samsung has a different looking earbud. I think that's cool. It's supposed to have active noise cancellation. The price is supposed to be reasonable. I think it's supposed to be around $149. What do you think?
I honestly think, like, I'm using the Galaxy Buds right now just to be in this conversation, but like I honestly think they're going to be not as I don't know how to say this, like it's flexible, like these ones have interchangeable tips and stuff. I think the photos I've seen of those bean looking ones, they don't have like the tips and all that. They have like, it almost looks like the iPhone kind of tip for the original AirPods.
Yeah.
But so I'm hoping it has like a one size fits all or like something to help it fit people's ears, because I work out with these earphones and
are those
all that.
Which one? Those are the Bud Pluses?
No, these aren't the Bud Pluses. These are just the regular ones.
The Buds, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can talk to you anymore. I'm just kidding.
Are the Bud Pluses any better?
I think so. Yeah, they got like more bass, and I'm trying to think what else I thought differently. I'm like, like when I listen, I use my Bud Pluses in bed with my phone, and they're awesome for that. I probably, with that, it's not a huge difference, no, but ultimately better bass, better battery life. The case gets better battery life, I believe, as well, if I remember correctly. The only thing I wish the Bud Pluses were a little bit louder. To me, they're not as loud as like the AirPod Pro ones are louder, I think. And I wish
that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, I wish they were louder. Let's see. That's not really a question.
It does look like a little interrogation room in here. Let's change the color.
There you go. Tech Hour Extra, by your thoughts, do you really think the Note 20 Plus Ultra will have a 5-nanometer chip? Your thoughts? It's supposed to with the Exynos 992. I can't remember where you live, Tech Hour Extra. So if you live in a country that has the Exynos processor, that's what it's rumored to have. So I'll say yes to that.
So you think the S20 Ultra is going to be getting the white color here anytime?
Which one? The S20 Ultra?
Yeah, the S20 Ultra.
I
know there's few rumors about that going around before.
I can't remember now. I'm trying to think if there's one. I don't think so. You never know. I know is there one in China or Korea? I want to say one of the ones.
China.
One of them has. I think the white color is. But if you're talking about here in America, I don't. Maybe. I mean, I'll say no, but who knows? Maybe they'll do it. Eddie's saying Zach got in trouble. She'd be like, "Who you video chatting with?"
That's how it be sometimes.
Do you tell her like, "Hey, I'm going to call into Greg's show," or do you just
Yeah, no, I told her and stuff. She came in here wondering what I was doing. She thought I was making a YouTube video in the middle of the night, right? Yeah.
What is this? Is this like your office, or is this like a corner of the room that's in another
Honestly,
room?
I'll show you. It's pretty Jimmy rigged up. Okay, so it's the garage that I've hung sheetrock
Wow.
and
Okay,
painted
cool.
it.
That's cool.
So it's just a garage that
That's
I
perfect.
turned into my little YouTube studio.
Yeah, it's really cool. Wait,
gotta
what
do
state
what
do you
you
live in
can.
again? I forget.
California.
Oh, that's right. Northern California, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. All right. Here we go. Another question. Greggles, from Eddie? What if Samsung does the replaceable battery like the Note 4 back in the days? I would actually love it, and I wouldn't even mind if they went back to that plastic back. I would absolutely love it because it's so nice to just not have to charge all the time, to just pop in extra batteries, because you can put those in your pocket. They're easy to hide away. So I would absolutely love it. What about you, Zach?
Sadly, I wasn't around like the stage where we popped in batteries. Well, like I had those phones, but I never like was a person to switch out the battery and stuff. I
Yeah.
was still like young, and so I just charged my phone and stuff. But I think the replaceable battery thing is a pretty cool idea. Like, again, to have that. I don't know about the plastic back part again. I kind of like the feel of the glass in the back. I think they should do like a more frosted glass, like the iPhone. I think that would be awesome.
For sure. Before I take more questions, if you guys didn't know, Zach is a YouTuber. You can see his name right there, the Tech Samurai. So all you got to do, if you want to subscribe to his channel or visit or watch his videos, whatever you want to do, you should just be able to click on his name and it'll bring you right to his channel. Subscribe, whatever, watch his videos, do something. He's an up and coming YouTuber, and he's a very, very nice guy.
Well, thank you, Greg. Love your videos too.
Thanks, man. Let's see what else we got here. And also, guys, if you guys want to come on as well and talk, I can bring you on. You can ask questions live on video. You don't need to download an app or anything. You literally click on the link with your phone, your computer, your tablet.
Oh, yeah.
It brings you right on. It's so easy.
Yeah, what platform are you using for this? Honestly, too, like you
can do it. It's StreamYard. They have a free tier. And they also have some paid tiers. I'm on the paid tier right now, even though I haven't paid for it. So I'm in like a little trial thing, but ultimately you can just get away with the free tier. It's basically a lot of what the basics are, you can just use with the free tier. Let's see. David.
Yeah, I kind of like how the whole thing, like you just send a link and we just click on it, and
I love it. It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
David Scott, where do you see Samsung phones in the next 10 years, technologically and in the smartphone competition? That's like, before you even answer it though, like think 10 years ago from today, and overall the phones are pretty much the same in terms of usage. You had apps, you didn't have 4G or 5G, but you had 3G and 2G. And so it's just like things got faster and clearer and more improved. So at that point, are we looking at, I think though, it's going to be a different look to it. I think that's in 10 years from now is really where we're going to see more foldable devices, and not even just foldable like you see now. I think it's really literally going to be more stuff that's rollable. There's going to be rollable. Instead of you just folding your display, you're going to be able to just make it look so cool. Yeah. And it's going to be, you can make it as big as you want, or maybe it's a little hologram of some sort that spits out an image.
I don't think phones like this are going to be a thing.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I think
it's going to be a different thing.
I think by then you'll see some big changes. I think a foldable. And then I think also, ultimately, I think phones are going to be I think phones are really going to push virtual reality as well. Like they kind of tried to do it a little bit, and with Samsung did it, and then Google had a device as well, and it kind of just died off. But I really still feel like virtual reality is a big future thing, especially with these pandemics that could potentially last the rest of our lives. To be able to go into this virtual environment and live in there and play in there and maybe watch a concert in there and feel like you're really there, but not get the flu from somebody next to you or get beat up at a club or whatever it is. I mean, there's so much potential with that kind of stuff. Did you have any other ideas of what might happen in 10 years?
I think not just virtual reality, but like AR, augmented reality. Like Apple's coming out with their glasses. I think Samsung a few months ago had a patent out for like a contact lens, smart contact lens or whatever. That was a while back ago. But there's already companies working on smart contact lens. So like honestly, I think the phone's just going to be irrelevant in 10 years. It's a certain kind of phone. It's going to be around different. It's going to look a lot different.
For sure. Tony P, what's the days you go live, Greg, so I can have my setup ready? Tony, you don't need a setup, dude. Just hold your phone up.
Join right now.
Yeah.
Join right now.
You don't need to. You don't even. Zach's is legit. You don't even need to look like that. Really, you don't. And I don't honestly, as much as I know a few of you have asked for a schedule from me when I'm going to do this, but I kind of like not having a schedule. I know some of you said, "Hey, let me know earlier in the day with your morning video when you're going to go on." But at the same time, it's like I don't know when I'm going to go on. Sometimes I just want I do it because I feel like I want to do it. So I don't know. We'll see how things go.
It's more for fun.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see. If you want to be on the live stream, you don't have to show your face in case you don't want. Okay, I'll push that up there. Tech for Your Needs is giving everyone a public service announcement that you can come out here. You don't have to show your face. You could just do your audio. The only reason I do want you to show your face is so that you're not a scammer, but like a person that's just going to be a punk that's just going to come on and say dumb stuff. So that's the only reason I want. And plus, it's just more fun when you can see the other person. So.
Oh yeah.
No, let's see. Would love.
I remember that one time we were doing a video. We had like 4 people talking. That was awesome.
Yeah. That was me, you. It was who else was it? God, I'm drawing blank. It was another YouTuber. Who was that guy? What's that guy's name?
I don't know.
I can't remember. He was young too. Who was he? Oh, Josh.
He's
Josh
was one of, yeah. Josh was on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the other kid's name. He lived in Wisconsin. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he had a good following though.
Yeah, he had every phone that you wanted, dude, and he had Domino's Pizza, which I wanted that name. Let's see. So Christopher Sullivan saying would love to see a phone workshop. Put whatever you want in the phone and choose the OS you would like for your device. That would actually be really cool. That's like awesome. Like a custom PC. Yeah. That would actually be interesting. I actually wonder if phones will get to that point. Like, you choose what processor you want. You choose what, amount of RAM you want, which display. That would be interesting. I guess that's a question. Would that
there you go. Make a phone company right there, bud?
I know, but it's like they probably can't do it financially. Financially wise, it's probably just too expensive to do something like that. But it's a good idea. I like the idea. Why no one cares for LG devices, even though the V60 currently is a great phone? Is it marketing, or they care more on home appliances or support? One thing I heard, and that's from the young guy from South Korea, Sung Hoo, who said LG is not even popular there, and they're a Korean company. So at that point, I do think it's marketing, because if you think about, and I also think it's brand loyalty and brand awareness. Most people only know that Samsung and Apple make phones, and then there's like a small percentage of people that probably know about the other phones.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I had an LG once. I think it was like which one was it? It was one of the stylos. I think Stylo 4. And honestly, that phone was horrible. Like it like crashed on me all the time. The cameras were horrible. I just don't want to ever go back to that. Like the stylus pen was terrible. It did not work the same. Like this Note device, 10 times better. If you're going for a phone with the stylus, Samsung's the only way to go.
I'll put this question in the chat. So Days One saying he wants to see 360 virtual reality used more, which is something that I think I want too. But I'll put it to the chat. If you guys want virtual reality, what instance do you want to use it with? Is it to watch a concert like you're there? Is it to play video games with your friend in this virtual environment? What is the use case for it?
Oh, mine's definitely video games. Call of Duty and virtual reality. Ooh.
To me, I think that would be it wouldn't be too intense, but I would almost want to play like, I know it sounds stupid, but like hide and go seek or like something like that, where it's like dark and you can't really see, and it's not so much, whatever, but that'd be cool
Walk
too.
Through a haunted house or something.
Yeah, that'd be amazing too with your friends.
That'd be some scary crowd.
Let's see. Apple with their 2K glasses, just like the 700. I don't know. It's not.
I thought they were $499.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, $499. Oh yeah, Tech Hour Extra is in Malaysia.
Well, I'm gonna have to go real quick. Got to go wake my wife up, tell her happy birthday. I'll be right back.
Do you want me? You're gonna come back. Do you want me to kick you off, or what do you want me to do?
Just kick me off. I'll be right back.
All right, man.
And I'll join. All right.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he'll let me know. Let's see. What else do we got going on here? I remember when you used to give out your phone number. This is better. Yeah, this is way better, way easier. I used to have you guys call in when I was doing live shows probably about 2 years ago before I had my son. And then it was like really difficult to do live shows. Now it's a little bit easier to do live shows, especially because he sleeps through the night this time. But yeah, I used to do live shows where you guys would call into a phone number, and it was really only Americans because it's free for them to call me. But this is cool because anybody in the world can do this for free from their phone, from their tablet, from their computer, and talk to me. So if you want to come on, I'd love to have you on, especially while Zach's away. Just click the link, or if you need the link, you should see the link in the chat. But if you don't and you want to come on, just ask me for it, and I'll add you to it. TJ is saying that he had the original LG Stylo and Stylo 2. Did you like those, TJ? Let me know, or let us know. Tech for your knees. Virtual reality is good for study. Huh. I wouldn't think about it in that way, but I guess that's a good way to I guess that makes sense to put some headphones on, go into this environment where you can see just your book, and then whatever else that puts you at peace. You're not bothered by something. That makes sense. Let's see. Malayas Fire 22. Any good budget unlocked smartphones I can use as my vacation phone that's durable and gets basic Android? Well, what's your budget? And then I'll answer it. So answer that question. What's your budget, Malayas Fire? What IP rating do you think will be on the Note 20 IP69 or the IP68? IP68. I don't think they'll go to IPs. I don't even, is IP69 even one? I think it'll be IP68. I don't think it's going to change. Man, I'm lost where I was. Okay, here we go. That's not what I want. I wanted this one first. All right. Days one saying, in the case of Corona, that being able to get to the feeling of being there with your family or virtual viewings in houses when you can't be there at that time, like renting or buying. Those are great use cases to be in a virtual environment and visit a house that you could potentially buy or you're going to rent. That'd be amazing. Virtual reality is cool with sporting events and gaming, but has to be perfected. Oh, definitely. It definitely has to be perfected. It has to be improved quality-wise, too. Hey, Greg, sorry, I keep asking questions. What do you think happened with the infamous Bixby speaker Galaxy Home? It could potentially still come out, and maybe it still will. But I think ultimately why Samsung hasn't released it is I think that they probably know that Alexa and Google Home are so integrated into people's homes, and what they're going to offer isn't going to compete that much better. It might even be worse in a lot of instances than what you can do with those other two, that they probably we're just going to lose money, so let's not put it out. But again, maybe they still will, but I think that's really what's holding them back. I think to get into that further, I really think if they get Galaxy Homes / Bixby speakers out there, I really think they have to give them away for free for people that buy their Galaxy phones. I think that's to get, these out into the world, because you think about Google gives these things away free all the time. I have 2 coming already free within the last week from Google. I have the V20 and heating issues with the B4. Okay, you're talking about LG. Fernando Pina, didn't you interview John when he was Techno Buffalo, or am I crazy? Yes, I did. If you go into my channel and just search Techno Buffalo, or I'm drawing John. What's John's last name? I'm drawing a complete blank. I did interview him years ago. I also interviewed Mr. Mobile right after he left Pocket Now. That was I got a lot of views for that interview. All right, Tom, thanks for hanging out. Sung Ho saying LG was popular, then Samsung, before Samsung started to make smartphones. He's talking about in South Korea. Natasha John, love your work, sir. Thank you for your efforts to update us. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. So the more here, the better. And again, if you want to join up, the queue is completely open. I can bring you on, chat live with me, ask me questions, or just do whatever. Project Aura modular phone didn't come as a reality. Yeah, it didn't. I thought it was a reality, but it didn't really catch on. They didn't push it too much. I want a good budget tablet for writing and research stuff with larger screen. I would. Ooh. I'd probably tell you to get an Apple. I'd probably tell you most of the new Apple tablets, the cheap ones and the expensive ones, you can get the Apple Pencil. You have to pay extra for that, but you can get it, and they have great apps. I'd probably just tell you to get an iPad, or you can just get or you can get a Galaxy phone as well. A Galaxy tablet S4. The S5e doesn't do it, I believe. S6 definitely does. We use virtual reality at the medical school that I work. Nice. What do you guys do with it? I guess, yeah, let us know. Will you still get the Fold 2 even without the S Pen or the Note 20? Sorry for a lot of questions. I'm just bored. I've already answered this, but I will answer it again. I will get I've said before that I don't really use the S Pen. I don't use it when I have the Note phone. I generally keep it tucked in there. So it not being with the Fold 2 doesn't bother me at all.
Hey,
what's up, man? Did you tell it's your wife, right? Not your girlfriend, your wife?
She's my wife, yeah.
Your wife. Yeah. Tell her the chat says, or I say, whatever, just tell her I said happy birthday.
All right, we'll do.
Let's see. Jojo, I know me. John Rettinger. Yeah, that's right. Sung Ho Kim, how do you think about using Samsung tablets with iPhones? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Sung Ho. What do you mean? How do you think about using a Samsung tablet with an iPhone? I don't understand the question. Using a Samsung tablet with an iPhone. Can you ask it again, Sung Ho? Sorry. I like this question. What was the out of the subject question? Was that purple mattress really 200 pounds or heavier? Because it seemed heavy with both of you guys. I am very physically weak. I'm not a strong guy, but I think it was. It says it was. Like, I didn't obviously weigh it, and so two things. It was very, very heavy. I didn't weigh it, but also it was wrapped in plastic. And it had a ton of plastic. So that plastic's obviously going to add some weight to it. Also, the email I received from them said it weighed 202 pounds. So I have to go with that. But once I took all the plastic off and stuff, it wasn't definitely as heavy before that. It didn't feel as heavy. It wasn't too bad.
How is that mattress?
One sec. I like it. I don't know if it's worth $3,000. Or whatever we paid, $2,000. No, we paid $2,500, I think. But I like it, so I'm going to do a video on it. Another one. But yeah, it's cool. I like doing videos on other stuff as well. It's a little weird because it's kind of not tech, but whatever. Let's see. Your view about the Escobar new refurbished flagship. Why are they doing this? Well, that's the phone. If you guys don't know that. They did it with the Galaxy Fold 1 as well. And they redesigned it. They act like it's their phone. The new one is an iPhone 11 Pro phone. And they dipped this one in gold. And basically, from what Marquez Brownlee said, is that they're just stealing your money. Because you can't pay with a credit card. You pay with Bitcoin or Western Union. It's like these ways of you can't get your money back. So they're just trying to steal your money, unfortunately. Now, if they were, because the deals are crazy. Like the first one was really cheap, especially for a fold phone. And this one's really cheap for a iPhone one. So if they actually really shipped these phones out, I would definitely do it because it's such a good deal. Yeah. Do you have an opinion on it?
I think you shouldn't spend your money on it and waste your money and risk getting scammed. But
that's true.
If, like you said, if they were shipping them out, I'd be getting them.
Exactly. Fernando Pena, what's your go-to case for phones? I don't really have I can't remember. I was using the same case for a few phones in a row, and I can't remember what the brand was. Now I'm using, I don't even know what one this one is. I don't know. You guys probably remember. I did a video on, I can't remember. I can't remember. I don't really, whatever. I just like skinny cases that protect it well. What about you?
I'm actually about the same way. Skinny cases that protect it well. I don't really care about the brand. If it feels like good quality to me, it's a pretty good case to me.
Yeah. Days one, do you think Google apps are better than iOS? I like the fact that Google apps can be used universally. Like Apple apps or iOS apps or whatever you want to come, they only work on iOS, but like a Google app, like whatever it is, you can use it on your computer, your Chromebook, your Apple device. They work everywhere. So I really like to be able to use apps that I can use anywhere. Cause sometimes I'll be on my iPhone. I'm like, I feel stuck sometimes in there because you can't reach certain things, which becomes a pain in the butt. What about you? You don't have an iPhone though, huh?
No, my wife does, and I've had iPhones in the past. I just don't prefer iPhones. I don't like the simplicity of them.
All right. Charles, what's up, Caden? Let's see. Happy birthday. You just turned 11 on June 4th. So what's up, Caden?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Caden. Oh, I thought this was a dirty question, but it's not. I would like a big thick phone if it had a big thick battery, but unfortunately they keep making these thin phones. So what about you?
I prefer the thinness of the Note 10 Plus, honestly. I don't really want the bulkiness of the S20.
Yeah.
Like the S20 is a little bit like pretty decent thick. It's like about as thick as the iPhone, right?
I don't know about thickness, but weight, it's closer in weight, but the iPhone's still heavier. TJ, I remember about 2.5 years ago when I first discovered the channel, and the channel has come a long way. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, it's I've been doing the thing. I think I've been doing this channel since 2016, so I've been doing it for about 4 years at this point. Almost, yeah, 4 years actually. Yeah,
you're doing pretty great.
Thanks, dude. I do. What do you think about the Motorola Edge Plus? I haven't really looked into it, to be honest with you, so I don't really have an opinion. Do you have an opinion?
Nah. Only Motorola I know of is the Razr.
Yeah. And Alejandro Sandoval, what do you think of the? Oh, whoops! No, it's not the question I wanted. Wait. Yeah, that's the case I have. I have a ring key case. Yes, that's what the case is. And also, Eddie put it there as well. Let's see. What do you think of everything Apple's Pros case? I haven't seen that, so I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, he has some pretty cool looking cases. I think they look pretty cool. I don't know
that's the YouTuber they're talking about, right?
Yeah, the YouTuber, everything Apple Pro.
I'll be honest, I don't really watch a lot of tech because I'm so teched out by myself. So like to watch more tech, I'm like,
nah.
What would you prefer for shooting vlogs, a GoPro or a proper DSL camera? A GoPro. Well, I actually don't like, I would say a GoPro, but I don't like the GoPro. I actually prefer the Sony FDR X3000, which is it's a GoPro competitor. It's a few years old, but it actually looks better than the GoPro, the quality of the video. So look at the Sony FDR X3000. I'll let you, why don't you answer that?
Honestly, I love it. Like everyone always says, like the Apple ecosystem, you can't leave it because you have the iPad, all that. But Samsung really has everything that goes with their stuff now. You know, they have their own watches, their own headphones, their own laptops, and it all works together pretty well. Mm-hmm. I mean, like they have it so like Dex now works pretty well and stuff now. They've come a long way with Dex, I believe.
I love Dex on the. I don't use it on my phone, but I like it on the. I liked it on the tablet. I think it's really cool there. I think that's a great use case for it. I know there's devices out there, there's third-party stuff, but Samsung should really come out with a tablet screen. I'm sorry, a laptop screen and keyboard that you can just plug your phone into. And there's been devices like this from other manufacturers, and you can buy third-party ones. But Samsung needs to make their own that you can just throw your Galaxy phone into, and it turns into a laptop. You don't have to mess around with anything else.
That would be pretty cool.
Do you definitely like Zaki's up with iOS for iPhones? Apple should give their users more customization. Yeah,
there we go. Yeah,
totally agree. Flip Pelosi. Hey, Greg, what's going on, Flip? Good to see you in the chat. If you guys want to come on to the chat with me and Zach, all you have to do is I'm going to throw the link in there again. Click on that link, and that's it. You don't have to download an app or anything. Do you guys, let's see, do you think they are completely done with the active line for the S series? Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to think the last time they released an active one. I would say, yeah. I don't think, especially with the economy and how many phones Galaxy has, I would think that the active series of phones is probably done.
I honestly like the active though. Like the active, that's the one that had like more of the rugged look to it, right? Like, yeah, more durability. Yeah. Yep. I kind of like that idea, honestly, though.
I agree with Charles right here. I do want the flat screens to come back. They're not as curvy as they used to be. Like when the S7 Edge came out, that thing was like that. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it would cut your fingers. I'm exaggerating, but that it was too sharp. Maybe it was even the S6 was worse than that. I didn't like it.
I love the curved displays. Like
you
honestly,
do.
I feel like if they made a little bit more use out of them, I think more people would enjoy them more now. Like now they're just for looks.
Yeah. Have you ever had a debate about the blue and green bubbles when messages iPhone users? I debate. No, I mean, I just call people cheesy about it, but no, I don't have a debate. I don't really care. I'm too old to have a debate on something. That's too much of a waste of my time. S20 Ultra is the best phone I've ever had. I usually get the S series and then get the Note, but this year I might keep the Ultra. It's so good. Which one do you have? Do you have the? I forget. Do you have the Plus or the? Oh, you have the Note.
Yeah, I have the Note Plus.
Yeah, Note.
Note
That's right.
10 Plus.
That's right.
I'm definitely going with the Note 20 Plus though.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't seem too much better than the S20 Ultra. Not better at all, but it's actually kind of growing on me compared to the phone I have now. Like, it's still going to have the 108 megapixel camera. It's still going to have a periscope camera. Like, it's not going to be too bad. 50 times zoom, like you were saying earlier, 50 times zoom can't be as bad as the 100 times zoom on the S20 Ultra. So it's going to be a decent phone, especially if you're upgrading for the cameras. And I like taking pictures already and stuff. And for my YouTube videos, I use my phone anyway. So, the 8K is going to be great.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, it crops in a lot in the 8K, but...
Quan Morris, are you familiar with this phone? Fix Tech Pro on this company brought back the sliding smartphone where the screen lifts, tilts, and hard QWERTY keyboard is revealed. Could this be popular again? Will it be popular again? No, I don't think so. And I don't know if I've heard of this phone. So the way you got to think about it is like Samsung's not making phones to make us happy. They're making phones. They are to a point, but they're ultimately making phones that your mom, your dad, your sister, and your brother want to use. Not because some tech head is like wanting the whatever this and that in there. They're just making good devices that people. So I don't think something like that would come back.
Well, honestly, I think the S20 Ultra is more faced towards the techies and photographers and stuff. I feel like
you're probably right. Greg, can you go into a little more detail about how you heard about the Galaxy Fold 2 not having an S Pen now? No one else is talking about this important issue. What can I say? Well, so the person that I spoke to speaks to people that I guess work but work with Samsung directly. And I heard from this person, I guess, about it, and I confirmed with them, and that's what they told me. So obviously it could change, but from what I heard, it seems like it's going to be a no-go. And I know no one's talked about it, but when somebody else picks it up in a month, you'll see that they'll get all the credit and I won't get any of it. So whatever. I don't really have an opinion about that because I haven't used it.
I wanted to get the Galaxy Flex.
Galaxy Flex. Which one is that? The
one with the S Pen and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the last active. I don't think they made an S10 one. Ooh, this is a good one. What was the worst phone you had? I honestly, as much as I like Galaxy phones, it probably would have been. So I liked the design of the Note 7, and it was cool, but I've probably never had a Samsung phone be so laggy for me, and so it overheated a lot. Not in terms of it would shut down, but it would get really hot. So I'd say that phone. And then when it got recalled, honestly, I was pretty happy because I was like, man, I paid whatever it cost, $1,000. I don't know what it cost. I can't remember what it cost, $1,000. And I was honestly happy I could return it and get a different phone because it was pissing me off anyway. What about you?
I would say the LG Stylo 4, like that phone gave me nightmares. I switched from my iPhone 6 to the Stylo 4 because I was just tired of the small iPhone. I was going for something a little bit more big, and it honestly was just horrible experience.
I'll go back to a previous question, but I wanted to jump to this. So first of all, Fernando Pina, thanks for the deuce. That's my deuce face. That means poop. I don't know if you know what anyways, yes. So he's saying, where do you see I'll have you answer this too, but where do you see your channel in the next 5 years? Dude, I don't know. I have no idea. I probably should have a plan for that. I just feel like keep grinding, which I don't know if that's a good answer, but YouTube is a grind if you want to do this. If most of the people that don't succeed, it's because they gave up after a month. Usually it's 30 days. They gave up after 30 days. Before 30 days. They gave up after 6 months, a year, whatever it is. But the longer you do it, the better chance you have at success, especially if you stay grounded and direct with what you create in terms of the type of videos and the consistency at which you put them out. I think you have a much better chance of somewhat success. So I guess just keep grinding. Even though this is really a young man's game, I'm pretty old for this. I mean, there's guys older than me that do tech, and maybe I can do it for a lot longer. But
honestly, I think you guys are running the show pretty much.
I'm not me. I'm not running the show. I mean, but the other guy, most of the guys that are running the show, quote unquote, are pretty young. Marquez is I think he's still in his mid 20s. Austin Evans is in his mid 20s.
But he's one of the ones that's been doing it for years. I think.
Yeah, but they're really young though. Unbox Therapy, I think Unbox Therapy is probably close to my age. But yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. But
he makes bank. He makes bank,
dude. Him and Marquez make bank. Trust me. And then Marquez just started doing
that though.
Marquez just started doing sponsorships now. So now he gets mad.
And they're doing what they love too. You can't ask for something better. Doing what you love and making darn good money. That's like the dream come true right there.
I'll tell you guys this much. I don't make this much money, so this isn't a story about me. I know of a YouTuber because a friend of a friend, my friend told me, but I won't say who it is, but he was getting for sponsored videos, like literally a 2-minute video for an LG product. This guy was getting $10,000, and then he was doing that maybe a couple times a month. And that's just from LG, not counting the other stuff this guy was doing. And he's also making $14,000 a month on his ad revenue for YouTube. So take all that in, like that's just a couple of things. Not including if he had merchandise or other avenues of revenue that he had in terms of other sponsorships with companies. So these guys make a lot of money. If you see these guys with big studios, Marquez has a huge studio. Unbox Therapy has a crazy studio. These guys are making millions, maybe, or at least hundreds. I
don't understand too. Like studio, why would you want to get a studio when you could just turn a room in your house or something?
I know what you mean. They make so much money that to rent or buy a building or whatever, it's not going to be that bad for them. And also they're going to pay big taxes anyway. So like it helps them to write some of that tax money off. So I understand why they do it. For me, I think I'd feel less motivated. Maybe I wouldn't.
I feel like it would be more of a job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they also, it's like they're the boss. They're working with their friends.
True.
Mostly, I don't know. Maybe I would love. Maybe it's just a big playhouse for the guys. It's pretty cool.
I guess that would be one awesome thing to do. Someday my channel will be like that.
Let's fly through some of these questions because I'm kind of far behind. Best phone, really quick. For me, iPhone 3G blew me away at the time. What about you?
Best phone so far?
Yeah,
I would have to go with the Note 10 Plus so far.
All right, cool. Let's see. Isn't wait in the day? Isn't that something?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that means either. Okay, Apple needs to remove stores. Apple needs to remove this. Yeah, I think they will too.
I think they're doing that with 12, and that's one thing that also I had a problem with Apple too. Their storage, horrible, but 128 gigabytes, that's awesome if they do that. I don't like how Samsung went back, honestly, and hopefully they don't do that with the Note series since they're cutting back on the camera and all that stuff. Hopefully they keep it at 256.
Yeah, I think they will. Eddie Sanchez, I love it. Gregor's getting the VIP info from Sammy. I didn't get it from Sammy. I got it indirectly from somebody that has contacts there. As Tom saying, no S Pen. Ross Young did talk about it on Twitter, though. Will the Note 20 and Note 20 Plus still have the AR Doodle? I don't know. I don't even use it now. Do you use the AR Doodle?
Honestly, sometimes I do with like my daughter and stuff. I do little funny videos with her and stuff, and
That's
I make
cool.
them only for fun. She likes to. She's only one, but she likes to like draw on it and stuff, and it's pretty cool.
I think Flagship in 2020 on one move away from the 64 being that 4K 60-bit recording capabilities and size. Yeah, I think you'll see that. I mean, I think iPhone will step away from that this year. I think 128 is going to be very standard, and then the next step up for most phone will probably be 256. Days one. What are your all's take on refresh rates? It's funny. Days ones is like this. His picture, and I feel like he's actually really asking me the question with that. What is y'all's refresh rates for devices, gimmicks, or not? I use 1080p plus 120 on the S20 Ultra. You obviously just use 60 because you have the Note 10 Plus. Yeah. What resolution do you have it at? 1080p or 2K plus?
I have it at 2K. I have it at the max, but I've used my friend's 20 Ultra and stuff, and 120 hertz. I really like it. I honestly really like it, and I'm hoping they do it the 2K on the Note 20 Plus.
Yeah,
that way you can have it any way you want it.
And they're supposed to. That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
Hopefully.
What else can a company improve any smartphone on? Because it seems like every flagship device has great cameras and good software. At this point, it's just about the ecosystem, or am I wrong? I think with Samsung, you get a complete software experience. Like it's tough to match what they give you versus, I mean, some of the other manufacturers come close, like OnePlus comes pretty close. LG has a lot of customization. I believe Huawei does too, even though I haven't really played with a Huawei phone. So everyone kind of gives you a lot of customization, more than what Google gives you based on the vanilla part of Android. But then also I think you're buying into, now Samsung has headphones and they have computers, and all these things are starting to talk to each other and align with each other. So I think it's really the companies are really going to sell you on the ecosystem more than just having the same camera and specs as these other manufacturers.
Honestly, yeah, I think that's the way it's going too. I think phones have reached a max point, like we were talking about earlier. I think 10 years or whatever, phones are going to be a totally different design, totally different way that they are now.
Yeah. And I come on, but have my face is a mess. TJ, who cares if your face is a mess, dude? It's like all guys in here.
You should have seen me joining the other day. I was just lucky to be in the garage when I seen the live video on.
Don't worry about it. If you want to come on, TJ, just click it. Don't worry about your face. It's not a big deal. Let's see. How many subs do you guys plan to get this year? I'm
sitting at 30. I'm sitting at 35, so I'm planning on getting 100. Hopefully.
Let me look. What do I got? I have 74. 4 right now. I plan on, what month is it? I average about 1,200 per month, depending on the month. Sometimes it'll go all the way up to close to 2,000. Sometimes it'll drop down to about 700 for that month. It's kind of a wide range. It depends what's going on. I'll probably be at around 80. I would guess 80 to 85,000. I would guess just based off guess.
By the end of the year?
Yeah.
I think you'll be at 100.
No, I won't be at 100.
100.
Nah, I don't think so. 100. That just equals cha-ching. Good. All right. Yeah. Fernando's going to bed. Good night, dude. You're probably already gone because this is a little bit.
Night, man.
Marquez is huge getting interviews with Will Smith. Yeah. Marquez is on another level with
whole nother level.
It's like he's not even tech. He's tech. Don't get me wrong, but it's like he's his own category now.
Tony, you should join. You've been messaging me now.
Oh yeah, I'm right there. I actually did meet him, and there was an event in Los Angeles when I first started my YouTube channel. I had 1,000 subscribers, and they had an event called Team Crispy, and they did basically a live Q&A, and I actually got to meet all of them. Marquez seemed really shy. He seemed the most shy of everybody. I'm trying to think. Austin was very animated. Austin Evans. What's his name? Unbox Therapy seemed the most profound and most wise out of all of them as well. Let's see. Why can't Samsung optimize the social media apps just like iPhones? Well, they don't have control over the social media apps, so it's really the social media companies that need to optimize it for the phones. But I think they have an issue because there's so many Android phones. I think that's what the big issue is with iPhones. It's really just one. I mean, there's multiple phones, don't get me wrong, but it's really just one little ecosystem that they have to deal with rather than all these different skins of Android. Yeah. What's up, Key Dynasty? Right? K Dynasty. Back to tablet. Do you recommend the Microsoft Surface Book 3? If you don't know, it's okay. Skip my question. I should have skipped your question because I know like Mr. Mobile. Just watch Mr. Mobile. He just put a video out. Check his video out. I haven't looked into it, and when I've ever tried a Windows tablet, it doesn't feel like a tablet experience to me. I like them as laptops and computers, desktops, but I don't like them as tablets. Do you have an opinion?
No, I don't use Microsoft like tablets or anything.
Yeah. What we got going on? Optimized for Android, not for. That's not a question. That's not a question. Honestly, I said it in a video. I don't know if the phone's powered up. Let me see. I really like it. Is actually. Oh, is it? No, it's dead. I like the TCL skin a lot. I really like it. A lot of customization. They got a smart button on there that does anything that you want it to do. It's clean. It's like literally running vanilla Android with like a ton of customizations. I really like their skin, but I'd probably still choose the Galaxy one, but TCL is very close. What about you? You'll probably say Samsung, right?
Samsung. One UI has just like been a game changer for Samsung, though. Honestly,
yeah,
I just love how
it's lighter and it's almost more customizable.
You can use that one as itself and still be fine with your phone on an everyday basis if you wanted to. Like, I think that's awesome that Samsung did that. But in the past, like you always had to add stuff to change it up and.
With the LTPO display and a leaked 5 nanometer, how many hours will it add according to the guys that Note 20, Note 20? I don't think it's going to add any hours. I think you're just going to get very similar battery life with the two phones. I don't think it'll see massive differences, if any. Tony P, I'm at work. You guys are keeping me up. Tony, what do you do for work? I'm curious. And where are you? Where are you? What country? What state? Where are you? Will there be any new features for the S Pen? They're supposed to be. Oh, my camera froze. They're supposed to be, but we'll have to wait and see because no one knows just yet exactly what those features are yet. So we're not completely sure at this point.
What I'm curious about though is the new Galaxy Watch 2 or whatever they call it, but I want to just know what it looks like. I want to see some leaks out on that.
Which one? Oh, the Galaxy Watch 2.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to look much different than what the other ones look like. I'll be highly
See, I'm
surprised.
hoping it changes just a little bit, like makes it a little bit thinner, because like the one I'm wearing right now, it's a great watch. I love it. It just looks a little outdated and stuff, but
You see that
a
one
little
from
thinner.
Phil? Can you see the screen?
Zach got a cricket. Yes, I do. It's bugging me right now. It's bugging me. I didn't think you guys can hear that right now.
Ron Della Rosa, what's up? Welcome to the show. Greg just saw the Pocket Now Daily said that Note 20 would be a flat screen and Note 20 Ultra Curve. Would you prefer flat screen? Flat all the way. It just feels, it makes the display feel larger. And the one thing I do like about curved displays, they are a little bit easier to hold. But other than that, I don't really like them. I know you said you like curved displays, right?
Yeah, I like the curve. Like the Note 10 Plus right now I have, like it's curved, but like if you look on the side, a lot of it's bezel too.
Yeah.
So like it's still the curved. Like when I'm swiping back now that we have that new swipe back motion stuff, it just feels better to me. And that cricket is bugging me now. Oh.
I love my iPad Pro 11 2020. This is my first iPad. I love it too. I have one. It sleeps next to me every day in bed. I love it. That's awesome.
Oh gosh.
Tech Hour Extra. Do you expect kids to watch your videos? Because I'm a kid, 11, by the way. Do I expect kids to watch my videos?
I mean, they're kid friendly, I guess.
I mean, I don't say anything bad. I don't expect it. No, I honestly, I expect kids to be bored by it. I really feel like when I look at
why are you up right now?
Yeah, that is true. Where are you? Where do you live? Tech? Oh, he lives in Malaysia, I think. So I think it's early there, right? Tech Hour, you're in Malaysia, right? But no, I don't.
You're 11 years old. You like tech, and you're able to watch this. You should make your own YouTube channel. By the time you're older, you should have a good following yourself.
I know, right? He keeps to it. Yeah.
Start young, like I should have done a long time ago. Start young.
I think Mr. Joe. Oh, Mr. Joe. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about Mr. Mobile. I really thought the 100x zoom was actually a good feature on the S20 Ultra, but got a lot of flack because it wasn't polished. I'm pissed that they took it away for the Weiner. Wait, they didn't take it away. What is he talking about?
I think you take it away for the Note 10. I mean, Note 20.
They didn't take away. Oh, maybe he means the Note 20. Yeah.
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 Honestly, I think it's a good feature, like to have, just to have. I think just because they branded it to be something special, everyone thought it was going to be amazing. I knew it was going to be blurry at 100 times zoom because, like any other phone you have, when you do max zoom on it, it's a little blurry. Able to do 100 times zoom still good.
Yeah, it's a cool feature to at least see what's going on. Will we be able to 3D scan on the Note 20 Plus? I'm trying to because I think you need the time of flight sensor to do that. It has.
Yeah, I think you do.
I don't think it has the time of flight sensor, if I remember correctly. Does it? I don't think it does, so probably not.
But if you're looking for that, I know the Note 10 Plus has that, and they're doing a really good deal on Microsoft right now for that. So
I'm in Miami. I'm a custom. Oh, sorry, Zach. I'm in Miami. A custom T-shirt design. Currently making masks for the pandemic, but I make custom items. My company is Home Tea Pros. I was telling you before earlier, but you didn't read it. Sorry, I missed it. But yeah, check out Tony P's Home Tea Pros for custom items.
That's awesome that you're making masks for the pandemic too, dude.
Yeah, that is cool. Are they custom masks, Tony? All right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying it's 3:38 p.m. here. Man. It's just I think that's wild with the time zones, how it's like different days and different times and just everything in here. What else, dude?
You see a lot of that too.
You got anything else going?
Channel.
Yeah. That's why I can put a video out at 2 a.m. and I don't get a crap ton of views, but I'll get like a good amount of views sometimes when I wake up. By the time I wake up at 6 or 7, 8 in the morning, and I'll see like, oh, I got 500 views or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta record a video tomorrow.
You do?
Yeah, like my Note 10 one, I had getting ready and I was doing all the editing and stuff. I was thinking about adding some, but there's so many like mess ups in that. I'm just like, I gotta scratch the whole thing. Just think of coming up with a different video idea.
Yeah. Well, it's tough to like when you're starting out. Like I think I told you this. Just don't even like I know you have iPhone stuff and Galaxy stuff. Just do one of those and only do that, or do something completely different. Do video, like just do one thing and grow and build that base, and then build upon that, and then keep building upon each layer of things. Because like when I told you, I've said it, I'll say it again. When I started my channel, I started off with video games that went nowhere, and then I got the NVIDIA Shield, which is a streaming box. And that really helped me start growing. And then I started going off there. And then I got into Samsung. And then I got into whatever. I still do mostly Samsung stuff, but I do other stuff as well. But ultimately, you really just be super tunnel visioned with what you do, because otherwise, I think you'll have a tough time growing. And also, don't be worried.
Tough lately, but
and also don't be worried to do stuff outside of the box, meaning cheap phones. Like really inexpensive phones, or like, because a lot of people, some people will do that, but a lot of the time it's like foreign. When I say foreign countries, like foreign countries to America do that, and not a lot of American YouTubers do it. So like it's good for you, like we American too. So it's just you'll get an audience that maybe people want to see people that only speak English do it because they can't understand the other language. So it's like there's kind of think outside the box is my point, and don't be afraid to do different things, because it'll help you grow. And I think you'll probably be more motivated too if you see some more growth.
Oh, I love doing this. Like, this is awesome.
No, but you'll get more motivated, more. Like it just drives you. It's just like anything with the world. Like you always want to make more money, or you want to be more famous, or you want to do, like, it's just a drive to be better and better and better. And that's it's cool. Let me see. We get some more stuff in the chat. It got a little quiet. I caught up to it, and then it seems like it's picking back up. Hello, by the way. I'm from the Philippines. It's like 3 p.m. here. Very cool.
Congrats.
Yeah, my wife. I think my wife is Filipino. Wait, later tonight? Yeah, I guess it is later tonight. Later today. I'm excited about them too. I want to see. What's her name? Amanda Nunes. I want to see that fight. I also want to see the Cody. I can't think of his last name. That fight too. He always has good fights, even though he's lost the last few. I'm excited about that. Yeah, David, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Just use that.
That's the one I use for my videos. If you check, well, my videos aren't as great, but like good, decent quality. And I use the Note 10 Plus, and I love it.
Yeah, that's a great way to. Danya, if you want to come on, I would like you to put your video on just in case it's a scammer. I've had some issues with that, so I don't mind you bringing you on, but I would, if you can turn your camera on. I can see you in the queue. I miss the iris scan of the Galaxy. I don't miss it at all. Do you miss it?
Not really. Like, my wife had the Note 9 before the iPhone we got her. The iris scan, I know it was secure. It just was so many extra steps for it. Like,
I hated it. It's too slow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He does custom ROM videos, but assigning to a span now. That's smart. I don't think, and I also feel like you'll get views with custom ROM, but like most people aren't. I feel like most people don't do custom ROM stuff anymore. I mean, I know there's a large percentage, but I just don't feel like it's a lot of growth there. What's the most durable phone and most non-durable phone you guys had?
Well, this phone's cracked twice since I've had it, but that's because I've had kids now. So,
I feel like, did I ever? You know what? I broke my wife's Note 7 screen, and all I did, we were at a hotel, and I literally just put it face down, and I didn't even bang it. I just put it down, and then I was like, oh. I heard something. I looked. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Oh, I swore. I was like, "What the hell?" It cracked. So that was probably the least durable phone. The most durable. I've actually dropped my S20 quite a bit, and it hasn't cracked. So I know it's probably not the most durable, but whatever.
Yeah. To be fair, though, my son did throw it pretty hard. So
Tech for your needs. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And have a great day.
all right, have a great night, man.
Do you think the Note 20 pre-orders will come with the free new Samsung Bean looking buds? No. I don't think the Beans will be
so cool though.
I don't think it will. I think the Beans won't. I don't think the Beans will be out until what do you call it? I don't think they'll be out until next year.
S21 maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Key Dynasty, thank you very much. TechRite and Kevin Breeze, they do mostly budget phones. I know, yeah. Actually, I got that idea for budget phones. The idea from TechRite. He told me about that. That's basically what he does. Man, I don't like it. I like Face Unlock so much better, and even Face Unlock, I wish it was secure
I like
it was
the
on Apple.
finger in-display fingerprint thing. It works all the time for me.
I hate that thing. I hate it so bad. I hate it so much. It's so awful. So awful. Man. I'll put it out there again, guys, because there's nobody. You guys are getting a little quiet. But if you want to come on the chat with me and Zach, I can bring you on live.
Ahead, come and join.
Come and join. It's getting it's 12:45 a.m. right now in San Diego, California, where I am, and where Zach
Same
is.
time here.
I don't know if you give the city or wherever you are, or a larger city.
Crescent City.
Crescent City.
Yeah. It's up by the border of Oregon.
Cool. Do you guys get snow?
No, but we do get if we drive 20 minutes to Oregon, we get no taxes, so that's great.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
So all of us in Crescent City go up there to shop and stuff.
That's smart, yeah. Oh, because you're right. You said you don't have a lot of. Didn't you say like you don't have like It's hard. It's like you have to drive far to get a Domino's pizza. Didn't you say something like that?
Oh yeah, the Domino's pizza. Like to get mostly anything, we would have to drive a decent amount of time. But it's also good because it like keeps away the kind of people that you don't want in a town or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we have a very small community, but like we have Safeway, Walmart, stuff like that, but nothing like too special.
Do you have McDonald's and like Burger King, stuff like that?
Oh yeah, we have McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, and Jack in the Box. I think there's only 4 that we have that are fast food, unless you count Little Caesars fast food, I guess too. But
yeah, what's your? I'll ask you. You don't have to go into depth. What's your favorite fast food burger?
Fast food burger. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I would have to go with just a regular McChicken, honestly.
What?
Yeah, just a regular McChicken. Nothing special. A McChicken.
Mine. I can't remember. I'm so bad. Oh, Shake Shack. Have you had Shake Shack yet?
Nah.
Man, that's good. Shake Shack is the bomb, man. I friggin' had that. I've had it before, but then we had it the other day. It was so good. Oh my God. What's everybody in the chat? What's your favorite fast food burger? Okay, here's a good question. I like this channel. I like this question. What's your favorite YouTube channel? It would probably change all the time. Some of my favorites, again, I'm drawing a blank. I've been into, do you have any favorites right now? It doesn't even have to be tech. It could be anything.
Honestly, see, like that's all I watch, tech. So if you have a decent channel on tech, I'm there watching you. Like I've been watching you for who knows how long. Tesla stuff's mostly been about my thing right now.
What is?
Tesla stuff, because me and my wife plan on getting a Tesla Model 3.
Oh, cool. We actually just canceled our Tesla pre-order.
Oh.
We were going to buy the newer one, the one that's we were going to buy the one that's a little bit bigger than the
Model Y.
Yeah. We had it. They kept texting us like, you know what? We kind of just bought a car a year ago, and we're like, yeah, we'll just wait. I like Cruising the Cut. That's a video. That's mad relaxing. So basically, this guy goes on what it's called as a narrow boat, and he goes down these canals in England. He's kind of witty, dry humor. I just love it. He's super relaxing. I really like him. Game Sack, if you want video games, retro video games, that dude's really funny. Game Sack. So I'll just leave it at that. I like a lot of YouTubers, but those are 2 that I kind of enjoy. Let's see. So laser focus is to do with obviously focus. Time of flight is usually they use time of flight for the when you take those portrait photos, it helps with blurring the background. It's like it helps with that kind of stuff. And you can use it with other stuff such as 3D captures and stuff. Man, I hate it. I really
love it too. There you go.
Yeah.
Note 10 Plus.
Gross. I hate it. I agree. They do need to, but they don't because obviously financially it's expensive to do something like that.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's kind of boring this year with their colors.
Dude,
Only
it's
two
so
color
boring.
options. It's like
So
at least do
freaking
two
boring.
decent colors, and then I think people will be more happy with making the choice.
Yeah.
But two bland colors like black and copper, I'm like, I don't know which one I'm gonna get. And then like, are the rings around the camera going to be the same color as the color itself?
Yeah.
Because that can make a difference too on what you like.
I'm gonna get the black one.
I'm definitely getting skin on whichever one I get though.
Oh, you are from that what's that company everyone uses?
D brands, I think.
D brands, yeah. Do you think Samsung will discontinue the S or Note phones or merge them together? I use the S Pen a lot, but most people I've asked in person don't use it. I actually think, and I don't think some people don't agree with me, but I actually think they're going to merge the Note and the Fold lines eventually. I think that's what will end up happening.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking kind of too. Since they were talking about the S Pen going into the Fold, I was worried they're going to take just because like they're dumbing down the Note this year. The S20 Ultra was better. They're talking about putting the S Pen in the Fold. But honestly, though, then I use the S Pen all the time. Like I find it helpful with everything. Like I think it's mainly for the people that use their phone for like business or whatever. Like I was doing it for schooling. And then for my YouTube videos, I stop and record my videos with it. It's been very helpful with me.
That's cool. That's a good use case. Eddie's telling us what time it is in San Fernando Valley, same as here.
Yep.
That sounds good. I do like Burger King's pretty good. Welcome to Whataburger. I haven't been to Texas or had Whataburger. I think Whataburger's only in Texas. So that's probably why I've never had it. Have you been to Texas?
I've been to Texas. Never had Whataburger though.
We got to vote for name, though. We got to vote for Burger King right there. In-N-Out. Yep, that's always a good one.
Oh yeah, that's for traveling only though.
Another vote for Whataburger. No favorite for Key Dynasty. Another vote for Whataburger. Oh, that's the same guy.
I'm gonna have to go to Texas. Like.
Everyone I know uses the S Pen. I'm doing great at artwork with the S Pen. Can't live without it. That's why I'm hung up on the statement Greg made saying the Fold 2 won't have it.
Yeah, that's honestly one thing I love about the S Pen too. Like the pinup app, that one I use all the time because I do a lot of art and stuff, and it's very helpful. It's realistic too with drawing and stuff on that. Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Humdinger is a local burger joint. Howard, where I forget where you're located. Where is that located? What's your most what's your most embarrassing video? That I don't.
If you go to my channel and look at them all.
You pick all of them. I would say, I'm proud of it, but it's embarrassing. And I haven't even watched it. I should watch it again. When I had my son, because my wife was in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days, and my wife had my son, and I was still doing my daily news show. I'd like go home from the hospital and I'd do it. And I remember the day he was born, I ended up going back to my house to record my video, and I was crying.
Oh.
So that would probably be, if you guys want to find that, I don't even know how you would find it. I don't even know if I put my son, and it was literally, it would have been December 2nd, 2017, I guess. If you guys can find it, link me, send it to me on social media. I could find it, I guess, too. I just don't feel like looking for it. Fat Burger. I don't like Fat Burger that much. Do you like Fat Burger? Have you had it? It's in California. No.
That's down south more, right?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
well,
I'm not
anything's
from.
down
I mean, I
south
live
for
in
me,
California, but I'm not from here. Yes, that's from all the rumors. It'll have laser focus. How do you think about the LiDAR sensor on Apple devices? I have it on my new iPad Pro, and I haven't tried to use it on anything, so I don't really have an opinion on it. The Habit, the Habit's delicious. But to be fair, I only like the Habit when I eat it there. If I bring it home, it just doesn't age well as a burger. Most burger places don't. And I feel like Habit's definitely one of those. Burgers are overrated. The turkey eggs wrap sandwich is better. Nah, I don't think that.
Sounds good.
I guess. In-N-Out vote. There you go.
And that's pretty good. I have this actually small burger joint in our town that's not fast food called CC's Diner. It's pretty good. It's like it's like a little old fashioned diner kind of thing.
Yeah.
Pretty good place.
That's cool. Samsung should do color shifting options like Huawei in one place. Yeah, I agree. They did it with the Note 10 phones, and they should bring it to these other phones, or maybe just keep it with the Note phones and do something different with the S phones. But they're not, unfortunately. So Howard's in Washington. He was mentioning a burger joint that's local to him, which is Humdinger's. What's y'all fave phone 5 years ago? The last 5 years or 5 years ago? What year was that? I don't even know what phones were out. Was I doing my YouTube channel?
So.
It would have been the Note 5, right? Would have been the Note 5.
I don't even know what I was rocking 5 years ago.
I did have the Note 5. It would have been the Note 5 and the S5.
Is that when the iPhone 6 came out? Because I know I had an iPhone 6.
Yeah, because they were always ahead, I think. I don't know if I had an iPhone 6. I think I stopped at iPhone 5S. I think that was my last full-time iPhone.
Well, that's my iPhone I went to because my wife wanted me to have an iPhone to match her. Because she didn't want me having Android.
What does your wife have now?
She has an iPhone 11 Pro Max.
Okay. Does she look at your phone and is like, oh, I really like that? Or she always like, oh, what is all that?
No, she likes my phone on certain things because like it does have good quality, good health, and all that. She just can't get over the like people are saying about the blue and green messages stuff. She's very like care what people think of her phone, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And she just didn't like how complicated Samsung's were. She even tried the Note 9. She liked the Note 9 for the most part. She just did not like how complicated, I guess it was for her. She likes the more simple. Have her try.
Have her try. Maybe not this year. Maybe when the Pixel 5 comes out. Have her try the Pixel 5 because it's the iPhone for Androids. It's a clean interface. It's fairly easy to use. You get the updates. It almost looks like an iPhone sometimes. I would tell her that. I would try. I would recommend that phone to get someone integrated into Android.
Yeah.
Have you heard any additional news on the Tab 7, Tab 7S Plus? Is it worth having a tablet with S Pen and Note phone? I guess it depends why you would want or need a tablet. So I really like tablets for media consumption more so than a phone because it's a larger display. If you do want the S Pen on there, it's much easier to draw as well and to do stuff like that. It's also better at if you're going to use Dex, it's because it's built into the operating system. You press a button and Dex loads up. You don't have to connect like with the phone. You have to connect it to a keyboard and a monitor and all that.
I
You don't
did
have
not
to do
know
that.
that. That seems cool.
Yeah, it's built right in. Yeah, it's cool.
I was thinking about getting one for my editing and stuff for the pen and the bigger display for my editing.
Yeah. Wait for the Tab S7. See what that's about.
Yeah.
I had all of them to be honest with you, and I sold my Switch. I sold my Xbox One. Now I only have PS4 Pro.
Xbox One here.
Cool. Should you buy Nova? Wait for the Note. Well, I would say
it depends on what phone you have.
Yeah, what phone you have now, and also why are you upgrading? Because what you want in a phone? Because if you don't want, I guess, because the Note 10 Plus is also going to drop in price the closer we get to the Note 20. So why buy it now and maybe pay full price? I would say wait.
Yeah, wait to see the price of the other one.
My dad is telling me I got to wrap things up. I'm just feels like go to bed, Greg. Has it been 2 hours? Oh, it's only been an hour 49.
Not quite 2 hours. Come on.
Zyfoy looks at him like, oh my God, I hate green bubbles.
Basically.
Do you guys, when you guys talk to each other, is it through text message or is it some other app?
We text each other a lot, and then we just use Snapchat and stuff like that.
Cool.
She's very, like, all the social media networks. I'm not. I'm more old for my age, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, she's still, like, young for her age and certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she likes social media and stuff. I love social media, but, like, I'm Facebook, Snapchat, and that's basically it. I don't have all the other ones. I should really get them for my channel, though.
Oh, yeah. For sure you should, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Jalen? Jalen, you were in the chat earlier, actually. What else, guys? You guys have any other questions? You guys want to talk about anything else? I feel like I've answered a lot. Man, I don't know how radio people talk on the thing for 4 hours. Like my voice is already getting shot. Man.
I don't know. I enjoy this, honestly, though. Like being on someone else's channel and just talking about tech. Yeah. That's like the dream for me. I love talking about tech any time of the day.
I know. I like it too. It's tough for me to just sit in front of this thing and just blurt out a bunch of BS. Some people are great at it. I feel like I do better job bouncing off other people or person, whatever that are there. That's why I always like to bring people on and do it this, because a lot of people when they do these things, they just have one person on, and they won't bring anybody else on. And I found, I mean, it's cool, but I like it with a rotating cast of characters or adding more people and then removing them, like the way we did with the 4 people at that one point.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That was a great.
Cool. Here we go. Yeah, you should definitely get Twitter, without a doubt. Twitter is probably my favorite place to get information right now. I get a lot of my tech news stories there.
To make Twitter. It's
Dude,
like
it takes 2 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. 2 seconds. We kind of already answered this. We probably both agree that One UI is our favorite.
One UI.
I do like the TCL one as well. It's supposed to. The rumor is that it's supposed to be having the 2nd generation from Qualcomm. If it does, great. It might not. But ultimately, that's what the rumor's saying. It will have it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever use like the 2 fingerprints though. Like, I think that would be a little too dramatic to unlock your phone. Yeah.
What do you think about Note prices? Assuming you mean Note 20, Note 20 Plus. I think they're going to be. Again, I've talked about this before, but I think it's going to be. I guess Note 20. I will probably be maybe it'd be 1,000. I guess it depends what kind of specs are in it. I think it's going to be like $1099. I think the other one will go up to $1399.
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping they do a little bit cheaper just because they know that they're taking away a few factors from the S20 line.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
Thank you so much, Eddie. I appreciate that. What's your Sung Ho Kim? Sung Ho, if you want to come on, by the way, let me know. What's your first Samsung phone? For me, I can't remember fully. I believe it was the Note 2, though. It definitely wasn't an S phone. I believe it was the Note 2. Because I was really turned on by it because it had a big display at the time. I don't think I had the Note 1. I believe it was the Note 2. What about you?
My very first Samsung phone, I would say, was it was a flip phone, and I was a kid, so.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm pretty sure you mean like touchscreen, so probably around like Samsung. I think it's called Samsung J7 or something.
Okay, that was like a budget phone
or something like that. It was a budget, yeah.
Man, I know a lot of people that talk about Samsung. Both actually, Apple and Samsung. But yeah, thank you, David. I appreciate that. Very kind of you.
Yeah. Actually, you're one of the ones that encouraged me to actually just get on there and start my channel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. I didn't know.
I liked how you did the daily tech and stuff. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I skipped some. Good night, Phil. Thanks for hanging out as long as you do. Phil's, if you look at the comments section, he's in there full time. It's like he's living in there. So thanks, Phil.
Have a great
He's a
night,
good
Phil.
guy. He's a good guy. Honestly, Note 20 prices don't matter because Samsung has great trade-in deals every year. It's pretty true. I mean, they end up having like this phone will probably get $700. That's usually the max they go. I don't remember them going any higher than $700.
Yeah, I think this phone I have will get like 600, I think. But still, $600 off. I mean, it's a pretty good deal. It's worth getting it.
Yeah, for sure. John, thanks for watching me. You were on the chat the last time I was on, so thanks for hanging out, and thanks for watching me on Twitch. How's it looking on Twitch? What are your cars you guys own? Sorry, no tech questions, out of ideas. I have a Hyundai Santa Fe 2019, I think it is. What about you?
I have a 2012 Chrysler 300. My wife has a Durango that we're actually switching for the Tesla Model 3 base model.
Nice.
Which we're excited about.
Do you have a place to charge it at your house?
Our house, yeah. Well, we're installing a bigger wattage area. My friend's an electrician, so he's going to just come over and do it for us.
Awesome.
And stuff. So
do you guys own that house or do you rent it?
Right now, we're taking care of her grandparents.
Oh, okay.
But
awesome.
We had our own place and stuff, and we're renting and stuff, but then her grandma needs a little bit more help. Her great-grandma needs a little bit more help.
Dang. How old's her great-grandmother?
Yeah.
How old is she, the great-grandmother?
Oh, she's 95.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Is she still like active or is she kind of not in it with it?
She's with a walker and stuff, walking around, but not as much as she used to be, but still pretty crazy. Active for a 95-year-old.
That's awesome. We literally just answered this. I think it'll be as expensive as $13.99. Oh my God. I remember that. I remember having internet and just, it was cool to be able to check my Yahoo Mail or whatever, Gmail or something. I mean, I guess it was Yahoo Mail to be able to check my Yahoo. It was
Gmail still.
Gmail. Even before that was Hotmail. Everyone had Hotmail and AOL. But I just remember being able to check my Yahoo Mail on my phone, but it took forever to load up and it was all text. And then I also remember being able to check ESPN to get like sports scores. That was awful experience. All right. Later, Phil.
Later.
It's looking good on Twitch. My mother and I were looking for an Amazon Fire tablet at Super Target yesterday, and we couldn't find a large Amazon tablet, and my mother wouldn't bother with an RCA tablet. Yeah, so I don't know, Target obviously probably doesn't sell it, but if you go on Amazon's website, they do have a 10-inch tablet that you can buy. I believe it's $149.99. So look at that one. I can't remember the exact name. Just put in like Fire Tablet 10 and it'll come out. It's $149. What's the last flip phone you guys had before switching to Samsung? The smartphones in the first. Gee.
I don't even know the name of the flip phone. It's just that it's a flip phone.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember the
slide up ones. You know, the ones with the keyboards and stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember the name, but I remember. God, I don't remember. Like I had the last phone I had before it was a touch screen was the BlackBerry phone. It was the one that you had it had keys on the phone, but each key had like 2 letters on it, but it typed pretty fast. I can't remember the name of that phone. You guys can probably remember it. Yes, it's a very good option, right? You tell him. Tell him.
Oh yeah,
Zach.
I'm on a Note 10 Plus right now, actually. So this video's kind of fun.
I haven't dove too much into it, but you should do a video on that. Bixby routines. I gave you a video idea. Do that.
There we go. Right there.
There you go. You don't need it. Yeah, I did a video on it to like run the phone at 1080p 120 at medium power settings. You can do that with Bixby routines. So that's the only time I haven't really dove into it too much. No, I don't. I don't ever. Do you use Bixby?
Actually, yes, I do. I use it for like simple stuff like math, cooking recipes. I like the open oven, little Bixby add-on thing. Open oven's pretty good. Finding recipes and stuff to cook.
Cool. I'll probably finish up with this question because I've been on for about 2 hours. I'm a little upset that I have to buy an Apple TV or a Google Chromecast to stream HBO Max, but I guess AT&T couldn't get their crap together. I don't know if it's so much HBO couldn't get their crap together as it is these other companies agreeing to put that app on their devices. But yeah, it only works on. Well, it doesn't work on. You can get Android TV, Apple TV. It's not available on Roku or Fire TVs yet. It will be, though, eventually. I wouldn't worry about it too much. But if you really, really want it or need it, then, yeah, just get one of those devices right there.
That's one thing I do like about Apple, though. The whole year free of Apple TV. I mean, it's not as great as I thought, but, like, there's a couple good shows on there I like C and what's that other show called?
I like the news one with the guy with Jennifer Aniston and the guy from The Office.
Yeah, Stephen Carell or something like that.
No, that's his name. The one about do you know the show I'm talking about? What's that show called?
Yeah, from Office.
Where they like have a news show, a morning news show. I can't remember the show. I like that show a lot. I haven't really watched I tried watching the other show that's like where they created a video game. It's like a multiplayer online game. I forget what they call that. That's kind of corny. I haven't watched that one. Brandy. Howdy. Welcome to the show. All right, let me see. I'll take a couple more questions. Then I got a phone to buy a phone. Or should I go for one, please?
I'd probably go with the Note 10. That's what I'm used to. I've been on a OnePlus before, not the OnePlus 8, but the 7. But
it feels like the OnePlus phones feel a little inferior quality wise compared to Samsung phones, but I'd probably tell you to get the OnePlus 8 Pro, unless you need the S Pen.
Not a lot of people need it.
Yeah, that's true. They really don't. I don't even know what that is. I feel like you just.
Yes, I have. It's a pretty decent movie.
I haven't watched it, but anyways, guys, check out Zach's channel. It will just click on his name or search. It's just Tech Samurai, right?
Tech Samurai, yeah.
Tech Samurai. You probably don't need to put the dash if you don't know where the dash is on your keyboard. But anyways, thanks for so much for hanging out, and also thanks Zach for hanging out with me for so long.
All right,
my eyes are getting red. I'm yawning. My throat.
Oh yeah, got a big day of spoiling my wife tomorrow. So.
Well, tell her happy birthday from everybody, from me and everyone else in the chat.
All right, you guys all have a great night.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.